This is Carl at National RV Detroit. I'm going to walk you through this 2022 Salem Grand Villa model 42FK. This is a destination trailer. This is not a floor plan video, not a sales video. I just go around, walk around the trailer with you and show you some of the different features. So here we go. Obviously you have outside speakers, then you have a signal out here for TV. Whoops. And power, so if you wanted to put a TV outside. You have a power awning with LED strip, okay, and your patio doors, okay. Two slides on this side. They're hydraulic. Well, actually all of them are hydraulic except the front door side one. This one here has got a separate switch and it's electric, but the rest of them are hydraulic. So you got a deep cycle marine battery here and also two 30-pound LP tanks. All right. Your low point drains are down here. I'm not going to bend down that far if we can't see them, but trust me, they're there. This is a sink vent here. Now this up here is the range hood vent. Now there's a baffle inside there, and there's like a latch, a thumb catch, I guess you call it, at each corner of it, right? So in order to vent to the outside, you always want to have that clicked open so the baffle flaps freely. Otherwise it won't vent to the outside, it'll just hit that hit the baffle and go back inside, right? So and whenever you're venting, you want to do that. Now some people, when they have it in storage, shut it. If you travel with it, you should shut it. But always remember, you want to unlatch it so it flaps freely when you're venting. Okay. These are dump valves here, two gray and a black, right? The gray are sink and shower water, and the black is toilet water and waste. Okay. Let me look here before I commit myself. This I'm slightly unsure about what I'm about to say here. I think this is a direct drain for if you have a washer dryer combo that you put in there, that sort of thing. Okay. I did not prep this, so I don't know, but I believe that's what it is. This is your fresh water drain here for your fresh water tank if you fill the tank. Now, of course, there's two different ways to get water to this trailer. The city water hookup is the most common. You just screw the hose on there and you're ready to go. Now, if you're camping somewhere that does not have plumbing on the campsite, you can pre-fill your fresh water tank right here, right? And then use the onboard pump to pump water. Everything will still work as if there is a city water. All the plumbing works, but it's being pumped from the tank. And this is the drain for the tank there, okay? Now, this is your water heater here. This is a electric water heater, and you can see you have your bypass valves here. This is the bypass line. So right now it's bypassed. So there's antifreeze in the system, and your water heater is bypassed. So keep in mind that when you set it up in the spring, you're going to flush all the antifreeze out of the system, and then you're going to change these valves to the other position so it functions properly. It has an overflow drain on it, so it's nice. Okay. All right. So this is the black tank flush here. So after you drain your black tank, you leave the valve open and put the hose on here at the dump station. Just put it right on there and turn it on. It'll flush out the inside of your black tank and get it nice and clean. It'll clean off the sensors, which is the really most important thing it does, really. It'll clean the sensors off so you continue to get an accurate reading. So it's a good thing to do. This is just more storage. You can see you got your dump hose here. This is a reducer, electrical reducer. You got a cover there. And your shore cord is 30 feet and 50 amps, so it's a big 50 amp system. You can see right here we've got it reduced down to a 30 because we have a 30 amp on this wall here. And then you also have this here, so you can reduce the 30 amp down to a 15/20. Now, when that's regular household current, you can't really run the air conditioners because it'll pop a circuit breaker. But you could still light everything up and do that sort of thing if you're, you know, if you're in an emergency, I guess you would say. So, okay. All right. So this is just cable and satellite through into the trailer. Let's go inside. Okay, as we come in, that's the vacuum system. You can actually put dust or dirt right there, and it'll actually suck it right into the system, which is kind of neat. These right here, sorry about the camera work, by the way. I'm in tight quarters, and I have to be up close, and I tend to move too fast. I'm sorry. Those are your attachments there. The slide lock that you see on the top is for the front electric slide, but the rest of the stuff in that bag are all attachments for the vacuum. Okay, this is for your awning. Retract and extend. Never leave it out unattended, or else you could get it damaged very quickly by the wind. Okay, your thermostat is very self-explanatory. You just push the mode button once to light it up, and then go through the modes. It goes from heat to fan, which is just the air conditioner running without the compressor, and then to cool, which is obviously the air conditioner. If it gives you an option to use auto, high or low when the fan speed, always take auto, because that's the way it functions the best. Now, I told you there was a separate switch for this front door side slide room there. That's it right here. Okay, the other switch for the rest of the slides, which are hydraulic, you just have one switch, is right here. Okay, so you got lights here. To turn your water pump on, it's done right here. Right, that's if you want to pump water from the fresh water tank, or when you're winterizing the trailer, you'll also use it. The light dimmer is kind of unusual to get. You have to just rub your thumb over it. It goes up and down. This is a switch for your fan, of course, and these are your monitor panel here. So, battery's totally charged. Fresh water is empty. Black water is empty. Gray or black black 1 is empty. Yeah, I got this backwards. I'm sorry. Fresh black 1 is empty. There's no black 2. Gray, which is the bathroom, sink, and shower, and then galley, which is a second gray tank right here, which is right up there in the kitchen. Of course, it graduates up in 1/3 increments as it fills. Once you get past 2/3, you're going to start thinking about dumping the gray and black tanks, okay? All right. Let me see if I got everything here. Yep, sure enough. Okay, so, obviously you have a loft. There's nothing, I mean, it's all self-explanatory. I don't know if I'll go up there or not. It seems how much to see. I only have a little less than a half hour to do this before the file starts another one, so we'll see if we got time. But okay, so you have 3 remotes for this. Let me see if I can quickly find out where he put the remotes. So I can. Oh, there they are, right? Just where they're supposed to be. Top kitchen drawer. Okay, so this one here is the fireplace, right? So you can change the appearance of the fire, as you can see. Low, right here, I don't know if you can see this, but right now it's HH, which is high, off, and then low. The off and low and high are the fan speeds for the blower in this. It's a space heater, obviously. So you also can change different colors. It's a psychedelic thing here. If you sit there and push it fast enough. But let me see. I'm going to go with the orangish one because that seems to be pretty good. Also, you have a timer on this, so you can actually set the. Let's say you get up at the same time every morning, so you could set this to turn on, 15-20 minutes before you get up in the morning to take the chill out of it. And the neat thing about it is it works on electricity, so you wouldn't be using up your limited supply of LP just to take the chill out. So it's valuable in that sense. Okay, so now this is your sound bar. You have 2 speaker zones. Zone 1 is inside the trailer. Zone 2 is outside the trailer. You have a USB, so you can stream off the USB stick. Put all your albums on one stick and take them with you. This HDMI is an in. So if you wanted to go into the system, let's say you bought a portable Blu-ray player or one of those game machines that kids use, and some adults, I guess. You could actually just set it right here and plug into the HDMI and plug it in here, and you're all set. So you can, like I said, you can go into the system through the HDMI. Like I said, it's Bluetooth. It does, you know, from your phone or your tablet, and it's FM radio. For some reason, they didn't put the AM radio on. I don't know, but it has FM radio. And of course, this is just your TV set. It works like any other TV set. Always, when in doubt, always check the inputs. Right now, because we're using the antenna, which is on the roof, obviously, we would choose, it'll either say air, antenna, something like that. I think this one might say air. But you always choose the antenna before you start scanning, obviously, or you won't get a good picture. I know it's common knowledge, but you would be surprised how many people forget about that. So, okay. So there are your 3 remotes. This one here is the remote for your sound bar, and then this one is the TV, of course. It's a Fire TV too, so just in case that means anything to you. Okay, so this folds out. You pull the back cushions off, grab them here, and these both fold out into a foam hide-a-bed, which is neat. And it's really not that bad to sleep on. It's not like they used to be in the olden days where you had the bar and the spring in your back, you know. So they're actually pretty decent. These are more like theater seats here. The ripcord here for the footrest is right there. I don't think that's a technical term, the ripcord for that, but it works. Okay, so this device here is your carbon monoxide and LP gas detector. It should always be green. If it's not, get it serviced. So if it detects a carbon monoxide buildup or LP gas leak, it'll go off. Obviously, you shut everything off, go outside, take everybody outside, leave the door open, come up to the front, shut the gas off, and then figure out what's going on. Okay. This is also, I believe, a low battery alarmed. Also, here, let's run through it. That is LP test is good. Carbon monoxide is good, and back to green. So, yep, there you go. Okay, so microwave works like any other microwave. Remember what I told you about opening the baffle on the outside when you want to vent, because this has the vent or the fan right here, and a light and a fan, of course. Let's see what else we have here. Range and oven. It's pretty self-explanatory. Remember, you have to. I don't know if I can show you with one hand, but you have to depress this. You go to light, then depress it, and then spark it. There you go. See? So you have to depress it and spark it. That way, little kids can't turn it on as easily as, you know, big kids anyway. Some big kids won't be able to figure that out. So, okay. So, pantry, refrigerator. Okay. Always keep it strapped when you're traveling so you don't dent the doors. And now, the last major thing is the power converter, which should be up here somewhere. Yeah, there it is right there. So, this is the power converter. This converts AC to DC power. So, you got regular AC power here, 110 AC circuit breakers, just like you'd see at home, and they're all labeled, right? Then it converts the power to 12 volt DC on this side. You've got 12 volt fuses here, and they're labeled, right? Also, it senses how much energy your battery needs. So it'll always, when you're plugged in anyway, it'll always keep your battery charged. If the battery's charged, it just trickle a couple amps up there to maintain it. If it's low, it'll send 10 amps or whatever it needs. Also, if any of these fuses blow, they'll light up and you can see them through this tinted plastic here. Okay. This is where it's prepped for a washer dryer combo. Okay. All right. So you can see you've got the plumbing for it and you got the plugs for it. So this would be a stackable system if you use it. Okay. Now these stickers are just telling us that to winterize the trailer, you have to pull these drawers out, and the water pump and the winterization hose and everything are down there. So that's all this is telling you. You don't have to leave that on, just so you'll know. Once you know that, you can take it off if you want. Wardrobe. The bed folds up and there's like a foot locker underneath. You have a TV hookup here. Now this is important to remember. See the green light here? This is a signal booster. So this signal booster even feeds the TV up front. It's powered, and so you can shut it off and the green light goes out. But if you do that and you're trying to watch anything over the air, it'll just get a lousy signal if you get a signal at all. But you want to always turn it on and leave it on like that, and you have to have this on in order to get a good picture with the TV. Okay. All right. So I think that's basically it. Let me look at the bathroom. Okay, so sink and shower work like any other sink and shower. You have a GFCI here. All the plugs in the trailer are wired through a GFCI. This one has two, I'm sure, one up front also. So even the plug on the outside is run to it. So if you're using the plug outside and it pops, remember you set it inside at either this one or the one up front. Okay. Now the toilet, like all RV toilets, have to have water and chemical in them to start using them. So the black tank is directly below and it's empty right now. It's been flushed or never used in this case. But so what you do is when you're ready to camp, you hook up your power and your water. You'll put a dose of chemical in the bowl, and then you'll step on the flush pedal, and water will come swirling around and wash the toilet chemical into the black tank. You stand on that long enough to put about a gallon or so of water in there. Some people use more, it's up to you. But the main thing is you have to have water and chemical in there before you start using it, or the smell will be, well, it'll be memorable anyway. So also it can get clogged up. So another thing to note, that when you flush it, it defaults back up to about this high, you know, with water in it. So if you just push this down, the pedal down a little bit before the trap opens, it'll fill the bowl. So you can fill this bowl as full as you want to before you use it. Some people, for some reason, never understood that or don't understand that. So you can actually put as much water in as you need. You just have to do it right before you use it. Okay, these are vents. The vent cover up here and the fan, so you can power it from here. This is the switch for your water heater. Right now it's taped, so it's off. But you can see it turns on right there, just to show you it works. The thing to remember is you never want to turn it on without water in it. Right now it's empty because it's winterized. So before you ever turn that on, you have to, after you've de-winterized the trailer in the spring, you have to actually switch the valves, right? I showed you the bypass valves, switch them back to normal camping mode, and then fill it up by turning on the hot water. And you turn on the hot water and it'll be spitting out mostly air, then it'll be air and water, and eventually you get the solid water coming out of the hot water side. That's when you know it's full. Then you can turn it on. Okay? Excellent. So I think that's it. Let me walk out here. Oh, wait a minute. I have enough time to do this. You have two lofts for kids and grandkids or adults. This is a nice big one, and if I can't really get around here that easily, but there's also TV hookups and everything. Okay. And a vent. Or does that one have a vent? I believe it does. No, I guess it doesn't. It has two windows though. And then you have another one here, which is a smaller room, and you have all the hookups in there also. Okay. All right, so that's it. So first of all, I want to thank you for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit. Remember, the manufacturer states that you should inspect the roof every 90 days. So you want to go up there yourself or have somebody go up on the roof, look around, make sure there's no, the sealant, there's no cracking or separation, any place for water to get in. If you see it, take care of it immediately. Also look at the roofing material and the vent covers to make sure they weren't damaged by any road debris or anything like that, or low branches, that sort of thing, okay? Okay, thank you.